Welcome to a space for us, a place for us, where you can see our views and feel our vibes and just relate to us. And see that we no different when it comes to what we want out of life. Just different ways of getting there. So ride with us or take a flight. Either way, we all up on a mission. Plus we all in side positions that's significant. So open up and listen to our brand new podcast, where we all gon' keep it raw and real. And that's respectfully. So turn the volume up and catch these feels and chill. Welcome to a space for us, a place for us. Yeah. Welcome to a space for us, a place for us. Yeah. Welcome to a space for us. Welcome to a space for us. Welcome to a space for us. You're one of us. Welcome.
Welcome back to A Space for Us, guys. Today we are trying to dive a little deep as usual, but as Marquita referred to it, we're going to decompress this episode. Yep. I want to start off by saying rest in peace to Takeoff.
Yeah.
This is the day after his death or whatever, and when I found out yesterday, it was very early, and I don't know, once I found out, it sent me through an emotional, roller coaster. It got me to thinking about, in September, I lost my uncle, and I lost my stepfather within a week. 2 weeks after that, Jazz lost a cousin that she literally just met. Mm-hmm. And after finding out about Takeoff, I found out that 14 people were shot on the west side of Chicago. Mm-hmm. One of them was a baby. He was how old? 3 years old, you know. 12-year-old. And just waking up and going online and seeing all that negative shit, it sparked something in me, and it got me very emotional. I got to crying about a man that I don't know anything about, you know, and I just wanted to speak on this, and I called text all the Shellers and everything. Just so that
Can we break down the Shellers?
Yeah, you can break down Shellers. You can.
Before we decompress, I mean, I know the female label is up for grabs right now. It's in conversation. But I'm still saying, we are the female version of fellas. So we call ourselves Shellers. We are the she's.
The she's.
Yeah. Of the fellas. All right, but back to the conversation. So this episode will pretty much be used to release, just have random conversations about things that's been heavy and, bothering.
Yeah. It's been tough.
Or top of mind. You know what I'm saying? Or even top of mind. You know
definitely.
Yeah. Top of mind.
The events that I went through yesterday, it actually made me want to reconstruct my whole timeline. I unfollowed the Shade Room. I unfollowed all the gossip sites except for one, Gossip of the City. But other than that, I unfollowed all of them today, and I hit some people up that I know post positive things, and they sent me a few pages to change my algorithm.
Yep.
I felt like it was very, very necessary because I don't know, I can't explain what was going on in my spirit, but it was so negative. I'm getting emotional now because it's just, I don't know, it's a battle, you know what I'm saying? So
it's sad.
I feel like everything is so, I feel like everything is close to home right now.
Yes.
I think that's the feeling, because even when you text about your cousin, that was on 49th and King Drive. Me and Fallon was literally just on 49th in Indiana looking at a house for rent. Literally around the corner, literally around that time he got killed. Literally. Wow. So I just think everything is just so close to home, and especially when it comes to these babies, that hurts my soul. And I don't want to say, because I would speak from an emotional place, and then everybody gonna start talking about other things. Oh, why this led to this, and I don't have time for it, because I would never understand. These babies
getting killed,
or hurt, or being subject to just being subject to
being
any
in the crossfire.
Yeah, because
even outside of
they
that,
went to a park and shot up a group of people.
That was at a
Vigil, right?
Was it?
Yeah.
What? That was visiting. What is it called again?
A vigil.
Vigil.
Like a candlelight joint.
Yeah. And somebody rolled past and just shot up They hit 14
Senseless.
people.
Hey, I'm not gonna
That's
take the same approach.
disrespectful in itself.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not even. I'm not even gonna take the same approach that I usually would. But I'm gonna say this: like being from outside, like that comes from where ain't no law no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like there used to be, you had to get permission. Like, and I know because my mother was a ward counselor. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally had to get permission back in the day to like make that type of move and disrespect that family in that way, because guess what? They still had like certain sanctities and gangs and the street life. There is no more of that no more. You had to like literally like talk to somebody and they giving you the go ahead.
And there was no injury.
And there was it was no women and children. You know, if you
women
could
and
offend
children. It was off limits.
Yeah,
Off limits.
and if so, and if you had to come across that and you made that executive decision to do something to a female, they getting you up out of there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pumpkin heads.
Yeah.
Or
They don't
you out
care.
of there.
There's
You
no
literally-
consequences.
because you're gonna cause too much heat, too much attention. They either finna off you because you're a liability, or they sending you away. That's how Minnesota got a lot of their guys.
There's no more consequence. Me and Nuki was just talking about this, and I'm not talking about like laws that's put into place because for some reason they just never catch them. I'm talking about like
about
within
laws in the
these
game,
personal
yeah.
spaces
Yeah.
and the people
Yes.
within their personal
Yeah.
spaces. There's no
They're
consequences no more.
Yeah, they're not holding them accountable.
That's what I mean when I say laws. I'm not talking about governmental laws. I'm talking about street
No,
law.
the reason why I said it so they can understand.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, thanks for clarifying.
It's
Like,
a lot of females. Excuse me. As soon as she started to speak,
It's
like what?
not no
That's a
females.
sign. I just need to be quiet now.
Speak though, Nat.
No, but for real, there's a lot of females being targeted as well, and it's just senseless. Like it's just senseless.
what do you think that is? Like, why? I'm wondering what changed. Is it like I gotta make you hurt, so I'm gonna take these women out of your life, and forgetting the fact that they mothers and you know what I'm saying? Because fathers are required as well, like super necessary. Like that's what's been getting to me. Like, and we're gonna talk about decompression. I'm taken aback every time it's a young woman, 28, 25, hit.
Yeah.
And you know she was a mother because she in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You took this lady from her
Wait, don't say
kids.
that. I know she a mother because she was in her.
No, I'm saying, I'm saying
No,
like
saying,
in
like,
reference.
you
No,
know
not
her.
saying she a mother because she was in the hood, but you know of her. You know,
yeah.
shorty.
Oh, okay,
you know,
okay.
little big got a little one. That's a foe. You know what I'm
big,
saying? You know that you're familiar with that lady and knowing that she got a child. Like I ain't saying it makes more sense when it's men because it makes no sense, but like they're. And I can't even take away because I was looking at something like the lady who was known as the shooter from O Block. You know what I'm saying? It was a little young chick, a stud.
Yeah. Oh,
It was a chick.
yeah.
It was a female. She was a hitter.
Hey,
She was.
I know her name. We won't say her name. But
Yeah, we won't say her name.
She was a hitter.
She was a real hitter. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I'm saying was.
No, but she was.
She was.
I'm just
she was
playing.
stepping into that like male dominated roles. She stepped into that role,
Yeah.
and it wasn't just Snoop from The Wire. You feel me? She was out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Earning her own, owning her name to where they not playing with her like that.
My cousin, I knew him, but I just had started to reconnect with him. Like when I saw him in October, in the beginning of October, we were celebrating my grandmother's passing. We still celebrate her birthday to this day. So, and he was there, and you know, just reconnecting with him was kind of like, it was crazy because he came up to me. He was like, man, my mom keep telling me to hang out with y'all, like, but I'm just a working man. He wasn't on that shit. Like he wasn't about the violence or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it was just like, it hit me so hard because it was so senseless. Like he was getting off of work and he, you know, sometimes you got to open the gate. You got to get out your car, open the gate with the key or whatever and park your car in there. He was doing that. Niggas shot him. Like, for what?
Did they want something? Did y'all
Mistaken
find,
identity? Was they trying to rob
That's what it
him?
sound like.
Well, I don't
That's
know.
what it sound like.
I have
Yeah.
no
It
idea.
sound like mistaken identity.
That does sound like that.
It sucks.
And
Like,
yeah, that's yeah.
And that happens.
Hey, you know, some people, even though they like not about certain things, like for example, like Takeoff, right?
Yeah.
I heard he was a very respectable man.
Yeah.
He was very chill. He wasn't into a lot of
was like the
things.
quietest one
He
out of
was
them.
quiet.
Yeah.
But the energy that you are around,
Yep.
the energy that you're around, you know what I mean? Like, you can be affected by that, man. So even though you are different, but if you're not surrounding yourself by different, I know I can't speak on the people that he was around, but just like that video that I saw, like some conversations, some space is just not necessary. Like y'all worked y'all way to a point where y'all didn't have to do none of that stuff no more. Yeah. Y'all can't enjoy simple stuff anymore, and that's when I say choose your heart. That's what I mean. It's like I know it's hard to get out of your norm, but life not normal anymore. And I know sometimes we want to do normal things, but once you reach that level of fame, y'all not in the same tax bracket as a lot of those people that y'all hanging around or shooting dice with, and the motives are different. You know what I mean? Like the reasons for living is different.
Yeah,
what y'all going home
even
to
off a tax bracket, like even off a tax bracket, there's sometimes where you gotta literally, it ain't about that, because to me, you know what I'm saying, yeah, it make a difference, like because it was so widespread and it hit us because it's someone who has, you know what I'm saying, a presence in the media. Even the young men or men in general who still living that way, like, dude, you got to recognize, man, like, if you shoot dice because that's how you get your bread, you got to know that
it comes with
kind of like how we was younger when them street lights come on, you not shooting dice at 2 a.m. the way you did. You got to learn when to like transition from that, or not even learn, because I don't know who am I to say what they got to learn from it, but be mindful of those spaces.
Yeah, but let's say he wasn't shooting dice though. He was just like she said, he was surrounded around the wrong people. Because he, from what I saw, he was just chilling or whatever. But what I did, I'm sorry, Twin, did you want to go? Net.
No.
His death sparked a lot of conversations in regards to the promotion of violence through the music and shit like that. They started like different challenges and stuff. And I'm just hoping that it works, you know, because that goes to Kanye or Ye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Ye ain't saying nothing different from what people been trying to tell us for a long time.
Exactly.
It's just that the media already painted him as crazy. The attention span has shortened. I know people hate when I say that, but that's just the truth, and that's the reason why reels and shorts on YouTube exist now, because they study
and making money
the people, and they know that, hey, come to marketing, make some 15 seconds. I'm telling y'all, if y'all do y'all research on this stuff, they tell you, do something under 30 seconds, do something under 15 seconds. They tell you where the people at through research. So they get us with that, because we see like a 30-second clip, 1 minute clip, and he say something we don't like. We don't get the full picture. We're not watching a 3-hour interview. I will.
That's what I was about to say.
Believe it.
I'm not falling for any clickbait. I'm watching it.
Yeah,
I get it because I know how this media stuff works. So I watched it, and if you watch it, yes, he does things I don't agree with. I don't have to agree with everything this man does. Let's keep it a buck.
He's worked hard. He's worked hard for us not to have to agree with him.
But why would you cancel Kanye? Okay, they cancel him because he said something about the Jews as well.
That man would never be canceled.
But this is what I'm saying. When he said slavery was a choice, he wasn't canceled then.
That's when.
No, he wasn't canceled.
Yeah, he wasn't canceled.
He wasn't canceled.
That's because if you think about it, before you do that, Bird.
I ain't even doing nothing. I'm chilling.
I'm chilling, devil's advocate.
I'm not even doing that. I'm chilling.
This is what the whole thing showed me, that we really don't run nothing. If we don't see that, I don't know what to tell you, because it took for him to say some anti-Semitic stuff, right? And if you do your research on that, it really wasn't that, but okay. That's cool. That could be a whole episode.
For clarity, anti-Semitic doesn't even group us in that. Anti-Semitic means I'm mad because you said something about Jewish people.
And he did. At the end of the day, he spoke on what's being ran, what's right in front of us that we can see. You know what I mean?
He also broke down.
He's not the only one, though.
No,
he's not the only one. But he's taking that L for guess what? Because they don't play about their people. What we do,
We play about
our people, and we don't know how to. Instead, we laughing and we help bring
And
them
that is
down.
what he is saying in the midst of all of these conversations that he's having. That is exactly what he is saying.
And guess what? It's more.
And we
It's
moving around.
less about.
Exactly.
It's less about the anti-Semitic comment and more about the fact that he's providing us with some real shit.
Information. That's the only thing they're trying to shut down is the
guess
knowledge.
what? Jewish people been talked about a long time.
A long time. That's why I said I ain't never
But the
cared.
fact that
And
he's
like you
providing
said,
us something
not
that
right
is
now.
real, and when I say they corner that market, our housing market, and everything, even about how we live, like the fact that he's saying that's what they're gearing it to. They want us to steer from his actual message.
Yeah.
That's what these to piggyback off of what you three ladies just said. That's really the nitty and the gritty of it. They want to. They
the
know
information.
that we got a better shot on deterring you from listening to him than giving you opportunity to listen to him. If y'all listen to that message, it's a fail. Because I still feel like the scariest thing is black uprise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It
If you
is.
listen to it and if you believe it or whatever, it is not a conspiracy theory.
It's the fact.
It's a fact.
It's fact.
Yep.
It's
You just
proven
gotta
with
do some
numbers.
research and really look into it, yo.
Not even feelings. It's not a fact based off feelings. It's a numerical. It's a fiscal fact.
Yep.
He's saying he gives you where the money resides.
Yeah. And
you feel me?
Where the money resides.
What did he say on Drink Champs? He said, "This is anti-Semitic. This bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. I'ma fuck this bitch. I'm gonna kill this nigga." What are they doing? They telling us the same thing.
Yep.
They're giving it to us, and it's like we really got to open our eyes, yo.
I
We
think
really do. And I
when
opened my
he
eyes
made
yesterday because
he made it
I
easy for us to understand,
I refuse.
They don't want us to understand. He brought it to a level to which we do understand, and it the exposure. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say something and bring it to a small scale? So I'm a nerd when it comes to cameras and stuff, right? Even though I still don't get it right because it's not my field of expertise, but I still want to learn. So I'm looking into a new camera, right? And the guy, and I promise you, the man, all he does is educate you on wedding photography, stuff like that. But even he said something on a small scale where he was like, I made a review on this camera and told you the things I didn't like. But I also made a review telling you what I did like, and guess what got more views?
What you did.
What he
Didn't
didn't
like.
on the damn camera.
And
Because you're
who's the
looking for what don't work. You're looking for what does not work.
And that's what they say, especially when you target black people. We clean
negative,
goons to the
yes.
negative shit.
Now
Give
there's
them a reason why
It's
not.
like, where do we start to change it though? Where do we as individuals
Nuki,
start?
Nelson, I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. When I tell you, when I was in LA, I went down the rabbit hole. They been putting this in our face, like, look.
Like, look,
That's what I said.
Here's
It's
the
ingrained.
thing.
always in our
Let
face.
me tell you why I'm not mad,
us to not.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm not mad. Because you can't sell something nobody buys. And we buy it every time. So my question be, I know we say like it's ingrained and this happened to us, woo woo. We're not the only ones that things happen to, right? Not saying that we didn't endure the most. We're not.
It's not even on a scale. I ain't even gonna say it because we all endure it. Yeah.
My question is, why are we the only ones that haven't really got it yet?
Right.
Can I?
And that's not a question that I don't want an answer to.
Yeah, I know,
really
but
want
I have
okay.
I'm not
It was
looking to
rhetorical.
answer your question,
not.
but I think about it often. You know what I'm saying? Because I study sociology. Like I've thought about it. Like, why is it us? Of course, because it resonates in me, even in who I am as a person right now. Like, why are my struggles, my personal struggles, these struggles? Why can't my struggle be something else?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I ask myself that a lot.
So like, I really believe that least the greatest, and to make it just like as light as possible, we don't have our own language. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that.
Definitely true.
What do we have? They have their own language. They have, you know what I mean? Like, there are some things that we just do not have that these other cultures have.
Why?
Yes, they had.
Because they set it up that way.
Because it was taken from us then, Marquita. Like it was taken from us then. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the Holocaust happened, guess what? Those concentration camps were camps. They still had their people. They still were able to practice what they needed.
I just read that.
We got stripped of everything.
We got stripped of our
I just
foundation.
read that.
Our
We got
foundation
stripped of
was stripped.
everything was shaken. So without a foundation, nothing's going to stand.
Exactly.
Okay, so can I? Because I
just read that
know
yesterday.
this is really supposed to be another episode, so we can really dive into this. Because I've been doing my research.
Okay.
And I hear y'all, and I've been hearing this for a long time. But there's literally other. Okay, I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna just say Africans, because. If you from Germany, what you
German, I guess.
If you what Ireland, what you Irish? We only one here.
I want to say that I appreciate these conversations, and I ain't gonna even lie to you, not to undermine, but I appreciate that this is where you're going. But what we're doing right now is literally what made me who I am. Like, this is before I met y'all, because I experienced a level of appropriation.
You gonna let me finish?
No. I'm saying I want to acknowledge, because I don't want you to feel like this isn't something that has not been thought about when I speak to you. You know what I'm saying? When I speak to us, like, this is something I struggled early with figuring out who I was before I was a lesbian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before I was a lesbian, because no one looked like me. I didn't grow up with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I already was a part of something else, and I knew then at losing my mother and losing my culture. Again, at 11, 12 years old, no one looked like me.
Yeah.
I had to figure out and think about what you're learning now. And that's why I said not to undermine what you're about to say. You know what I'm saying? But these questions that you have right now, I had to dig when I was a short age. And it hurt, and I'm still not with answers. So I appreciate your questions. You know what I'm saying?
I think the struggle when it comes to
Bird.
I think the struggle when it comes to information is that it's so much information out there, and some information oppose other information. It's just conflicting information out there. You don't know what to believe. So there's a channel on YouTube. It's called, I think, Home Team. Don't quote me on that, but I'll put the right information up when I find it. And I'm gonna just say he's black, just so we can understand in this conversation, right? I know that label is up for question. He did some research. These people pay to travel. They pay for these documents, and he said the we thing, we black people come together, is new. He said we never saw each other as one. There were different tribes that spoke different languages, that had different beliefs, and it's never been that. The reason why
I took advantage of that.
Exactly, because when you want to deconstruct something, you have to watch them, you have to study them, and acknowledge their weakness. And that's what I struggle with. Is like, how can you do something and we never figure it out again? Because I've seen people like nature come back every time in every culture or every whatever it's called. Shit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Too much shit going on.
all of the space.
All the space. Something where it's like, if you look at their history, they still do some of that now. So it's like, maybe we always been that way, and that's the some of that now we still doing. Is that division, not click, click. And always, because it wasn't slavery then, it was called prisoners of war. So if they capture you, you had to help them build whatever they wanted to build, because it was prisoners of war. Like, even if you look at the Woman King, I know we're gonna talk about this in another episode, they're pretty much showing you that, even though it don't supposed to really be a history movie. But I've been saying this for a long time. And then I had Candace, she traveled. And she got the same information that I've been trying to tell her for a long time.
I don't disagree with that.
She do what Bird does. They kind of the same in that sense. And it's like, listen, I'm not saying that.
Bird does.
No, I'm not saying that we. That's how I grow though. That's how I start digging it. You know what I'm saying? We exchange that information, but she just not as open.
No,
as Burp.
I do.
Or wasn't.
I do.
She is now.
I do agree with what you're saying, but I'm gonna say this. You said what it was our weakness. I think that actually was our strength. That we were so culturally diverse that there is, once you take away that one piece, that one lock and key. Like, you got to think about it. Like, and this is further. This is deeper that I would love to take off a camera. We are it. So of course we're all going to be different, and there's going to be a disconnect. We are it. We are the blueprint of everything else. So of course there's no way we are going to be cohesive as one, because what we did is we created everything else. So you know what I'm saying?
I'm bars.
We created everything else. So that divide, that divide is organic. That's what the diversity. We are what really. We are the roots, and I'll go further. We're the roots. So you asked the question, how were they able to? And they capitalized on our disconnect. And how are we not able to get it back? Because that was one of the one thing that we did master was creation, and they created something separate.
So can you say we never had it?
No, I'm gonna say this.
I'm gonna say no.
We had so much, we never had that.
No, I'm not gonna say that we never had it. Because there was, because you got to think about it. It's laws and war, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we were at war with each other, guess what? I bet you.
And they was raping each other. There was no like. Oh, right against it wasn't that. It was more so like y'all from a different tribe.
That's what I'm saying. No. But guess
just like GD versus B.
No, that's what I was just getting ready to say. No.
They don't see all you blacker than me. It's more so like
guess what?
You in a different game.
Guess what? It was about land. It was about, you know what I'm saying? It was about culture. It was about, I'm gonna be real. Which woman they want?
That's what I'm about to say. Pussy women.
It was definitely women. I'm gonna say power. It was about power. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I believe. It really So I do believe that that's what it's about, and it goes deeper to that. So I don't think that what we may see as a weakness of being so diverse that it just never was able. It was never.
I know.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
We only gonna cut it because that your battery and we talking about it's
cool.
that battery. So
cool.
Yeah.
I don't really gotta even talk.
We did.
I ain't really gotta talk, but if we're having the conversation, I'm gonna talk.
We
I was gonna say she was
they know we ghetto.
And they know.
It's raw. We're not ghetto. It's raw.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Bert. And I do want to learn more.
That's why I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've studied everything down to like, and this is something that I don't even bother y'all with. I done studied everything down to the equator and the actual map in the globe. You know what I'm saying? And like, if you think about it,
you
like,
just don't know because I don't bother y'all with it.
No. I know. I feel like I can never know how deep you going, but like, you know what I'm saying? But I know that there's something that you read and that you seeing because it's different conversations that we're having.
Yeah.
But like, there was a woman who climbed the Statue of Liberty years ago, and she was from the Congo, and everybody thought she was crazy. But if you look at the Congo was supposed to be one of the wealthiest places in the world, and that's because the Congo had ivory, they had oil, they had gold, and all of that was stripped from them. That will make me crazy too, and it's now the most underprivileged, impoverished country in the world. That's hurtful. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I do feel like when that's gonna create a divide. There's gonna be a disconnect.
I think I struggle with other people being that much more powerful to create
than
that
you.
type of.
Because I love you. I'm saying, yes, you're struggling with someone being that much more powerful than you, because it's believable that they're more powerful than us. It's been seen. You keep saying history's doing it. You're struggling with the fact that they're more powerful than you. Than us, the people that you are around you. You're surprised that they're still able to beat us.
I can't accept that one.
And that's fine, because guess what? It's not unrealistic that the world is where it is right now. It's not unrealistic. Like you said.
I mean, it's very real because
it's not unrealistic. Because so how are you able to say that you can't believe it?
No, I said I don't think I want to believe.
It is then. Did
I say can't believe?
That's because it's your strength.
You say you won't accept it.
You won't accept it.
No, I don't want to believe that somebody. That's why I kind of dig into it a little bit more.
That's like your strength, and that's why you're here, and that's what's going to create when you continue to produce. And it may not be of a genetic produce. When you continue to pour into people the way you do. this is the seed, and that's the footprint that you're setting because of the blueprint
You
that
ain't
you
gonna have
have.
no time for your ending question.
That's
You want
fine.
to?
So let's go.
try it though. Let's try it.
Go.
though.
Yeah, 28,
'Cause,
right?
You know, I'm gonna still keep going because this recording, so I can put the
And
little.
I don't got no camera right now anyway. So.
Yeah, you don't.
So that's fine. My question, the ending question is, this might be a good one for this. What
Still
would
right.
you attempt to do if you knew you would not fail? I'm gonna start.
That's
on the
a
other end,
great
Jazz, y'all been
motherfucking
quiet.
question.
I told y'all
Y'all
I've been
been
putting them
quiet for
up.
2 episodes.
Wait.
I'm gonna read it again.
What would you attempt to do if you knew you could not fail? Oh,
I don't know if we got enough time.
Yeah, that needs to be.
That's not a conversation. This
What?
is this is
To
a
do
now.
if I
Yeah.
knew I
What?
could
No,
not
don't
fail.
overthink it. What is that one thing that you know that's a fit that you want to do, or you think I done
if
ran
you
my course on
passionate,
that?
you won't have to overthink it.
Yeah, about one thing, the one thing. And it's okay that you're uncomfortable with sharing, so pick number 2. Pick the number 2 thing, because it's some things.
I would be a fashion stylist for
Okay.
a celebrity.
If you knew you couldn't fail, right.
And
If you knew you
if I
couldn't
knew I
fail, I'm
couldn't
doing it.
fail, like I would
There you go.
be rich off that shit.
There you go. Fashion
I would
designer.
become rich off of being a fashion stylist.
Yeah, stylist. Okay.
What about you, Net?
I open up my shoe store.
You definitely won't fail on that one.
Well, yeah. If you're looking for affirmations,
Right.
I'm waiting on
You
I don't
got
want
it.
I literally don't want my kicks from nowhere else.
And all Jazz got to do is get started.
Yeah, Jay,
What would you do, Aina, if you
Everything
knew you could not
I
fail?
ain't really lying.
If you knew you could not fail.
I'm doing it now. I'm moving in that direction.
Okay.
Like opening up 3K9 Productions as an actual
Can I ask you to? Can I challenge?
public place.
Can I challenge you because you are you're an entrepreneur? Can I challenge you to move past your entrepreneurship personally? If you knew you could not fail,
Yeah, in the next episode.
If you could,
I'm not just in. I'm not. We still.
We rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not just an entrepreneur though.
No.
bro. You know.
I didn't say just. I said I want to remove your answer from that space because I know you would go get in there. I want to know personally if you knew you could not fail at love, a child, bearing your own child. I want to know what personally would you attempt if you knew you could not fail.
I'm not gonna fail at love and childbearing.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then that's what I want. I'm asking.
So when
in
it
depth.
comes to what I'm passionate about,
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
I ain't asked about passion.
No, I'm saying you say if I knew I don't have anything else because I'm
Okay.
literally putting my hands in a lot of things.
Okay.
The Aina and Bird Show.
Podcast.
Nelson.
The A and B.
Well, for me, I would go back to acting out on my degree.
I would love that.
So,
I ain't gonna
what
lie.
was your degree in?
It was in journalism.
I would love that.
And I am a writer. Basically, I would have went that route, instead of coming home and going to work, and I would have actually followed my dreams
And
back
you could
then
have
at
changed
that
the
time.
direction of the
Yeah.
media.
Yeah, of the media. I
Yeah.
could have
Yeah.
changed the direction
And
of the
you still
media
can.
today,
And
and I still
you
can.
can.
And
You're so
that's what
passionate
I was
about
going to
that.
do.
And you're so
I was
passionate.
going to. Well, that's not what I was going to do. That's what I was going to say, and it is what I can do. But that would be my direction. Something that I would want to do or wanted to do. Yeah, I'm gonna sit on that shit now.
Yeah,
that was
because
a
we
good
doing it. We
question.
ain't dead. Y'all got me fucked up.
What you got, twin? What you got?
That's the
I'm
question
about to
I
hear
want
from
to ask
we
people.
about to hear from Marquita in the morning.
What you got? What you got?
Group chat.
What you
about
got, twin?
Me, I will be the coldest interior decorator.
Yeah, damn, that's something new. I ain't know
You
that.
do
twin. Yeah, I love that.
I like
Nice.
decorating.
That's,
Okay,
yo, that's
twin.
dope.
Yeah.
But you're on that path though, because you know what you just told me, like what's you know what I'm saying, what you're about to do next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Well,
on that path because that's
in the
it.
next month.
Next month, okay, next month you did say that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Carpentry.
Yeah, so that's right in line with that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
What about you?
Come on, Bird.
Bird. And I didn't cheat. Once I put it in there, I didn't think about it anymore until now. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because I wanted it to be a raw. I didn't. I just knew I had it. I didn't think about it. They heard this.
I needed that.
They heard this big ass.
She made her face.
They heard the.
She made her face.
No, they heard the on the lips. They heard the But I honestly feel like I wasn't confident enough to practice law when I was younger. I would have practiced law.
I think she would have been great at it too.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
too.
She definitely would have been
19
great
years
at
of
it.
school discouraged me, but go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm not lying.
again, representation matters. I didn't know how I would be received in the courtrum, but everything about like being in the courtroom and putting that shit on and like having those answers and picking apart those other
You would have killed it.
Yeah.
You would have killed
Then I told Burr, I said, Burr, I know it's law, same thing, lawyer, right? It's law is in motherfucking word.
Lawyer,
okay.
That's what she used to do. So we was in Georgia.
I did study that.
Yeah, so look, choose your heart. So I'm glad you said 19 years. So what did you do those 19 years that was as fulfilling as that would have been?
I did have a child.
You know what?
So no, but honestly, I'm happy in my life. You know what I'm saying? But when you ask the fulfilling question, I can honestly say not too much. I can honestly say that I'm living, I'm happy. I have a good job, I make good money. I really do. But
so looking back, would you say those 19 years wasn't really that long?
It wasn't. It was not that long at all. But it wouldn't be in the direction of being a lawyer or practicing law, though. It would really just be my passion, and that's writing.
Okay.
You know, and I'm really trying to find that passion again. I've been trying to find that passion for about 2 years now. I'm not even gonna front.
Honestly, you know how you just said you just started like cleansing yourself, like you cleanse your body, you cleanse your mind, you cleanse the social media. That's gonna come to you.
Yeah.
Because you take it, you
free
get
up
rid
that
of
space.
everything
Get rid
that
of
you
all
don't
of the
need.
distractions.
You
Exactly.
clearing up your space.
So
Everybody got
I'm
rats
gonna say this for anybody, and I'm glad you posed that question, Bird, because anybody who's struggling
Look
with
at y'all. We do get along, y'all. Y'all know that, right? That's gonna be in the
I
comments
don't go to
next.
school. I don't want to go to 4 years on this. What else are you doing within that? Like when those 4 years pass, you really gonna sit back and be like, "Damn, I really could have used them 4 years."
Real talk. Like the reason
19, that was a stretch for me to really say.
I mean, I was, it was, but I was young at that time.
I love that we get to be
cameras
this introspective.
We on the recording.
I think I love that we get to be so introspective now because I ain't gonna lie, and it's not again to undermine or like we're growing. We are in y'all used to hate y'all so welcoming and like receptive to me saying privilege now. Now y'all like through these conversations we've
I
had.
hate the word because of the way it was used for me
but
at
because
one point. Yeah,
now that we're using it, the way that we use it now, y'all are more receptive. Because in our earlier episodes, you were like, "Nah, Bird," or in our earlier conversations outside of the podcast.
Can I tell you why though? Because the way it was used toward me is a disregard for the hard work that I put in. It was pretty much like the same thing they did with Beyonce. Like, she light skinned, so Beyonce work her
Colorism
ass
is a
off.
thing, though.
I know it's a thing, and I'm not. Trust me, I'm not saying it's not. But she still work her ass off.
You work your ass off.
And I work my ass off, and I feel like it's a disregard for that just because of our complexion, which we had no choice over, right? But that doesn't mean
Mama knew what she was doing. Daddy
that
was
doesn't
fine.
mean I take everything that comes my way because of that. If things if it does not sit with my spirit, I don't do it. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all think that's privilege, y'all want that shit, take it. I don't care. I don't want it.
Yeah, your work not being valued or like, you know what I'm saying, to the lane.
I want to I earn my cheat days. The fuck?
You better. Yo,
Right.
can I get one of them bananas?
I'm taking one. I'm taking one when I leave. I need one.
Yes, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to Us Podcast.
Yeah, talk
Continue
to
to
us.
support, continue
Talk
to
to
comment,
us.
continue to share.
Thank
Donate.
Donations.
Donation.
Y'all know tax time coming up.
Challenge.
Wait, what's the joke right now? Take me to dinner. Hell no. All right, y'all. Peace.
All right.